Hi everyone, it's Pete here. Just thought I'd do a little review of this, which is the Tamiya Aqroshot, because I haven't seen one on YouTube yet, and just thought I'd give you a little idea of it. I've had this one a while now, so yeah, just thought I'd show you what it is, which is the Tamiya DT-03 buggy chassis, but with a sort of futuristic truck body, which I think was previously used on the Super Levant and the hilariously named Vajra. Yep. And it's got that and these slightly bigger truck type wheels that were on the Blitzer series, the Stadium Blitzer and the Blitzer Beetle, Stadium Thunder. As it came in the kit, it didn't come with these tyres, which are Blitzer Beetle tyres. Came with these, which are more of a road tyre. I never actually ran it with these on the back, but I don't think these are any good for off-road. These are kind of on-road only, so it's a bit of a disadvantage if you're buying this. You do need to get better off-road tyres if that's where you're going to run it. But yeah, it's a nice thing, so let's have a bit of a closer look. Right, so the DT-03 chassis is sort of monocoque, and it's a little bit different to the DT-02, which is more of a sort of bathtub. This one's quite a narrow sort of a chassis, and the battery sort of fits in down there, and you can easily get a 2S LiPo in there. I'm running this with the Absima Thrust 3,500 kV brushless system, and so I use a 2S LiPo. It's got a 2.4 gigahertz radio, so I'm afraid the aerials are tiddly widdly, not a wibbly wobbly like a Mark Bryan. So this is quite an easy kit to build, really. It's quite a strong chassis. One thing I don't like, they've sort of put a hole in the bottom there so you can access that servo screw, but really that's just going to get dirt in there. I didn't really run it in the mud, but I can imagine that getting full of mud. Apart from that, so it's the same as the Neo Fighter chassis. There you get oil shocks front and rear with this, which is good. Rides well, actually, this one. So it's good off-road once you've changed these tyres. Now, one weak spot I found with this and other Tamiyas actually with the bigger wheels is the back axle. If you sort of roll this over, the big wheel sort of puts a lot of strain on the axle, and you see that's not actually quite straight, and really that can happen with fairly minor rollovers, so it's something to watch out for. I did eventually snap the back wheel off, but it had bent several times. So yeah, it's not a very hardcore basher, but it is a good run of this, and it's not very expensive, so yeah, I would recommend it as a first car or an addition to your collection. I'll just compare it to the DT-02 chassis because it's a little bit longer, this, and it does handle a bit differently. Excuse the state of my DT-02 buggy, has been out in the mud. Just thought I'd show you the different size. So you can see it's a little bit shorter and it's a bit narrower because of the wheels, but there's a lot of similarities with these. They've got the same gearbox, same drive shafts and suspension arms. I'd say the DT-02 probably changes direction quicker. The DT-03 is probably a little bit more stable, and so you can get over more terrain with those tyres. But yeah, these are quite similar cars. They're both good, so you know, just take your pick with the body that you like. I've done a speed test on this, and I used these Proline Gladiator truck tyres on the back, which are a little bit bigger than the Blitzer ones, and just used the kit tyres on the front. So let's have a look and see how it got on.
I forgot to switch it on. Take two. Hang on, let's see where we're at.
Six.
There we go.
We can do it. I'm going to go for one more go.
Okay, go for it. Right, what have we got? 36.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, sake.
Okay, so it did 39 miles an hour, which is great, but then the back wheel fell off, which isn't so great. So I'll just show you where it broke. I haven't still got the broken part, but this is one of the back axles, and the broken one broke just on the threads there. It seems to be a problem with using these big Blitzer wheels. You don't get the same problem with the DT-02 or even the DT-03 if you've got the buggy wheels on it. And if you've watched the other Aqroshot video, you'll have seen that the front wheel also broke off, and I have got the offending part there, so that's that little hub part there, so it should have the spindle there, and it's just snapped off inside there. So yeah, if you use the buggy wheels and tyres, you don't seem to get this problem. So it's a good little car, this, but it's got those weaknesses. And if you wanted a stadium truck that was a bit tougher, well, a lot tougher, what I would recommend is HPI Firestorm. Now, I'm going to be doing another video comparing these two cars, because there's a lot of differences. But yeah, mainly this is just a much tougher car, and this has been bashed the hell out of, and I've barely broken anything on it. I certainly haven't broken the wheels off or anything. So yeah, look out for that in future. But in the meantime, cheerio, and thanks for watching.